What's good, homies? Welcome to episode 38 of Homie Studios. It's your boy ST, the GREAT, and I'm joined by the homies Shade. What's good with you, boy? Oh.
You know
What's
happening? What's
happening, man? I'm over here struggling. I take one podcast off, and I don't know what to do. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, bro, I'm doing good, man. Doing as best as I could possibly be right now. I would just say, tell everybody, man, enjoy the people that's around you, man. Just enjoy your family, enjoy the small things, just enjoy your time with the people that you love and you take care of, man. Don't take nobody for granted.
That's facts. We also joined by the homie P. G. What's good, boy?
P. in the building. What it do? Chilling, you know. Happy to be alive. Happy to see you guys. Still trying to survive. Let's go.
Let's get it, man. I hear that, brother. Man. Yo, I'm happy to be back. I know that much. You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy you back. Let's just say that.
Hey, man, you know, when you got the keys to the Lambo.
Sometimes you don't know how to whip it. I'm used to the Porsche. You feel me? I ain't used to the Lamb. I'm used to the Porsche, you know?
Hey, you brought me the keys back. The whip was still intact.
No dents. No dents.
No scrapes. You know what I'm saying? You ain't leave no trash in the whip.
It might smell a little earthy in that bit, but you know.
Well, I appreciate
my shit fucking.
Go ahead, Pete.
Made me upset. I was on that pod about an hour and something in. Wi-Fi in the fucking Airbnb fucks up. I don't know if it was the kids or not to this moment still. There was extra kids in there.
But it was Gucci though, because we was at the end. So
we were?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, we was at the end anyway.
I missed half the pod. I felt like my phone was dead and my signal was done anyway. Out there. I was like, I can't get back in. I can't even phone it. Like,
we good, bro.
Bro, all I know is that y'all boys did y'all thing.
I was like, no, the homies.
That boy Rod came out in clutch in the dark. That boy was in the dark.
Bro, that boy Rod was on some stick-up kid shit.
Hey, he was like, that bit felt like, what was it? What was that? Blair Witch Project?
Yo, we could have been watching Rob go through some crazy shit that night. That shit was funny. And then midway through, he's like, yes, finally got back in for the blunts. I was like, oh, that's what's going on?
Yeah, he got locked out, bro.
That's crazy. Well, shout out to the homie Rod, man. Shout out to the Ball and Q podcast, man.
Shout out to adult geeks out there. Shout out to Snacks. You know what I mean?
Big facts. Shout out to the homie Snacks and adult geeks, man. Make sure y'all tap into that pod, by the way. We're gonna try to. I'm gonna try to find a way to get some links in the description in this thing. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
heard.
Man, like obviously your boy was out. Went to a wedding. It was all right. Look. I'm gonna put it this way though. I don't like being around that many people that don't like wearing masks. All right.
Dang, hella people had no mask.
Bro, when I walked in, I was the sole brother wearing a mask. Correction. I was the sole brother. Period.
Nobody else had masks though?
Bruh.
Dang, bro, they out here
Nobody
living
else had brother.
In our
That is
cases,
also saying.
they said the cases in Florida are starting to skyrocket.
Gotta be
They're trying to
careful
get us
because
on
the
lockdown, bro.
variants.
They're trying to get us like New York.
What I read the other day was, first off, this the time last year when shit popped off here because spring break about to be lit. Because niggas is needle and arm fiending for the gatherings and togetherness, and I feel them
Festivals.
on the fiend for it. But gotta put health and safety over shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Unless you want another year
I
like
be
this,
needing
like,
blunts,
come on.
but if it's a tornado outside, I ain't gonna go get the blunt right now. Like, I'm gonna find something. I'm gonna
Yo, I saw something.
MacGyver some shit.
I saw something the other day, man, where people be rolling blunts and rose petals. Like, so if you ever, bought tea and some roses, and then a hurricane shows up and you ain't got nothing, roll that thing up in a rose petal. I'm sorry, babe. Flick, flick.
Hey, I like
let me
red
pluck
rose.
these off real quick.
Rose?
What happened to your flowers, babe?
Them must wilted quick.
Whole house smelling floral. Yo, it's gonna be like that. My bad. You know what I mean? Hey, man, y'all boys want to slide over to this real talk, get this thing started.
Yeah, man, look at this thing cracking.
Man, there's some serious news popping off with T.I. and Tiny Harris. Accusations of sexual assault, rape, things of that nature against 30 women. Now, I'm going to be as sensitive as I can with this topic because I don't point fingers at victims. I don't do none of that stuff. This one of those situations like I have to be in one of those wait and see and let me get some more information before I start making any start riding the fence on either side. I don't want to jump the fence to either side right now. I'm kind of just riding the fence at this point because I want more information before I can actually go out here and start talking recklessly on a situation like this. But if these accusations are true, both of them got to get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Dang, that would be crazy, bro. Like, that would be nuts if it's true. Like T.I. and Tiny are saying, if a fair investigation is conducted, then they're going to be exonerated of all charges. You know what I'm saying? But I read 3 separate people that that are willing to testify and everything like that. One girl was 17 at the time, and she said that she was picked up or whatever. They went back to the hotel room. Tiny told her to take off her clothes or something like that. She was an aspiring artist. Told her to take off her clothes or whatever so she can feel more comfortable or whatever like that, and gave her a drink or gave her something. And she's saying that she believed that they slipped something in her drink because next thing she know that T.I. asked her to do something. And then she said no. Next thing she knows, like she woke up the next morning and she had a bloody private part. And there were like 2 other instances like that where it was the same thing, the same story where they were even in a studio or a hotel, and then they were offered a drink, and then they wake up and then something's not the same. And there's other people like security guards and other people that are telling them not to say anything. Otherwise, you're not going to be nothing in the music industry. We're going to hurt you, blah, blah, blah. So multiple people saying the same thing. But again, I'm not believing nothing until proven guilty. I'm not saying it, but you do have multiple people saying the same thing. Whether or not people collaborated together to come against T.I. and everything like that, I do think T.I. could be under attack just because of what he was doing with his platform. His platform was educating people, was speaking the truth how it is, talking about Black culture, talking about this, talking about that. So it could be an attack on him. You know what I mean? So, but I'm with UST. I'm waiting to see, but this don't look good right now, man.
Really don't. They really don't.
I hope it's not that. Shit, I hope it's not that. But at the end of the day, like, I can't push it past these celebrities either. And some of them take advantage of that. You know what it will. I want to be in a studio with T.I. I want to be, you know what I'm saying? Tiny and T.I. invite me to something, like that shit feel like the greatest shit ever, you know. But if they got some evil intentions, like that's some whole other shit. And taking advantage of people would not be the way. I can't fuck with you if that shit come out to be true. And I've been fucking with T.I. for a long time.
Right.
That's why this joint hit me, bro. Like this joint hit me because I like legit. I found out like there's people legit in the industry that I kind of look up to. You know what I'm saying? When something happens to them or when they do something, I'm following behind it. I'm trying to like mirror it or I'm trying to do it in my way, in my capacity. And T.I. is one of those people. I feel like he got better with his craft over the years. He's helping out the community. He's one of the elder statements in Atlanta. He's trying to shed light to how things are racially profiled and how there's inequality in there. And then he's not standing for when people are coming against our culture, doing things incorrectly, especially in Atlanta. So it's big if he gets taken down this way. You know what I mean?
The thing I also heard, because this been brewing for a minute, because I heard about this a little minute ago. But
Yeah.
thing I also heard is like it's a hard thing because it's those kind of stories where it's like, you know, not much more people than the victims who saying anything, you know, and not enough like evidence to prove anything, you know. So it's hard, and it's like, damn,
So
you
it's
know,
like, but it's like not one of these girls went to file a police report right after the incident, after being threatened and all that.
And
yo,
see,
you can't think like that, bro,
that's where I was
because
gonna
yo,
say. That's where I was
for
gonna say. Like, you want to
when
be
you
more.
watch some of these like documentaries, oh
No, no, you
my
good. You
bad.
good. Go ahead, Peach.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you watch some of these like documentaries and listen to some of these interviews of women that been through that kind of stuff, that when it either, you know, they came out and said it or didn't, they say like that was the most embarrassing, hardest, difficult shit to deal with, to try to say, to try to tell somebody, you know. So
Because then they're gonna get
like they say
attacked.
it's the best to get that shit done ASAP. But like it's the scariest to get it done ASAP too. You haven't even thought about it yet. Like you don't even know how to feel. Like, you know, like you can't imagine how your body feel. Like, you know, you if somebody bump into me and brush up against me that I didn't want to do that or feel like they're nasty or dirty or something, that shit disgusts me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't
Right.
imagine to that level, you know? So
And the fact that this has been going on for like 15 years is
fifteen
over
years.
the span of 15 years. Like, I kind of want to touch on what you were saying, Shades. Like none of the women came out and said anything, but like we got to. I mean, we can look at Bill Cosby himself. Like there was look how many decades passed without these women truly coming out and speaking out about it. But if it's true and if things are what they say they are, like bro, like I don't look at it as I'm not saying that you are, but I can't look at it as a statute of limitation thing. No, if you was that sick and you think you got away with it scot free, and then they finally they're brave enough to come out and speak on this thing. I got the number one thing I got to do is at least listen, and then let's see where they go from there. You know what I mean? Like I see, like obviously this is a big story. I've been on Twitter just reading people's stuff, and like how quick people are to just dismiss anything that these women are saying
Right.
is is really disgusting, because literally I can speak on this as being a wrestling fan. Just last year they had a thing called the speaking out movement, where a lot of women stepped up and talked about some of these wrestlers that's out there that was taking advantage of them as they was trying to come up into the wrestling game. Same thing can be said about hip hop, about music. You know what I mean? And like honestly, I'm afraid of this happening, but I hope this if this is what it is, I hope this actually comes out. Is I don't think that Ti gonna just go down on a sinking ship by himself. I think there's going to be some other names that's going to come out, and it's going to make us start looking at a lot of these people a little bit differently. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Because we kind of already saw it with Will Smith and Jada.
I actually
Yeah.
I was just about to say I actually agree with you. I just don't even think we gotta limit it to sports, entertainment, or it's the entertainment industry, period. It's these people that we, in our mind and in the media, get put on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have a power over the average human. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, we look at them, some like how he said, we look up to some of them and some of their moves. So, like, the opportunity to be in their presence, you know, we be like in awe and shit. So, like, people be blind to shit and taking advantage of in that mode, you know?
Especially if you're a
Imagine
pretty young thing.
meeting a person, yo, imagine meeting a person like your favorite artist or your favorite actor, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you around rich people, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know. Like, somebody bring you a drink, you think this is some, like, oh my gosh, the hospitality, you know? And really it's the fucking poison, like, possibly.
Yeah, man. This, like I said, it's disgusting, man. And obviously, we need to get more information on this. But
ST, one thing real quick.
absolutely,
Kind of to piggyback on what you're saying, another thing they have to worry about is the fans of T.I. and Tiny that are going to come at them and backlash and possibly get violent because they feel that you're trying to take T.I. down, you're trying to take down another Black king, blah blah blah. So that's another thing we got to be careful of. We got to watch out for.
That's kind of it's a
That's
big
that.
issue. It's a big issue because it's like the tribalism of fans, right? And that can
I was
go
just
for
about, oh, you hit it on the head.
that can go for movies, like shows. Some people like, no, my show is better than this, blah 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 blah, and then they go heavy on it. But when you got fans of actual humans, of these artists, some of them are so diehard, bro, so diehard that they won't
Yo,
stand for any negative.
look at R. Kelly.
Yep.
It got proof out on my man. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Right.
the tribalism of that. Like, you hit that shit on the head, bro. Like, people will argue down and ignore. Like, oh, but ain't no buts, yo. It's certain things that if you do, ain't no buts, and it don't matter who you are. We need to stop that. That's a problem in the people. We need to stop idolizing these people like they above human or some shit. Like, they human like us. They just had a good path, or they made a good decision in their life, or had a
They
lucky
have
path.
special
You know what I'm
talents.
saying?
They have special talents. So based on their
Special
talent,
talents, yeah.
we give them that pass.
Yep.
But they think just like we think. You know what I'm saying? If they making these decisions, they making those decisions with that evil shit from their mind and heart. You know what I'm saying? We can't put them on a pedestal because we like their music or them in a movie or this
But
role, the character they played. Like,
another thing is I kind of feel like this is being picked up from people that's above them. So whoever's above these artists or whatever probably had them go through the same type of thing or whatever to get to where they're at. So I kind of think this stuff goes
100%. We see it.
Yeah.
We see, what's that dude that do the dance and shit with the muscles from
Terry
Friday?
Crews.
Terry Crews. Mm-hmm.
Yo, and see how you get blackballed when you come try to say some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the perfect example of that. And look at who he is. Like, you think something like that could happen to a nigga like that in your mind? No. You know, but then when he come out with it, it's like, yo, that shit is this what we saying right now. Taking advantage. You want to be a star. You want to this. You want to that. I gotta do what they say. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, my money ain't coming.
Right. And that's, I mean, is the entertainment industry in a whole is like really fucked up. Like, it's too much. It's too many instances of that, or too many stories that we hear coming from Hollywood that are fucked up, or the music industry that's fucked up. Like, this is where when people say, well, I just separate the artist from the music, like, bro, like, nah, like,
You
if
can't.
this shit come out, to be true about Tip, unfortunately, that's the last time I heard a Ti track. I can't, because if I go play it on Apple Music, he gonna get the streams off that. You know what I mean? If I go play that on Spotify, he gonna get paid from the streams off that. Like, no, like, I know I don't want to contribute in any of that shit. So, but once again, we gotta.
Bro, I was a R. Kelly fan. I ain't even no R&B ass nigga like that. But R. Kelly,
Yeah.
That nigga and Usher was my R&B childhood. Like, so
That's facts.
that shit hurt.
Yep.
Since that shit been proven and shit like that, I ain't been bumping no R. Kelly. You can't catch me bumping that shit.
No, man.
Especially now with some of the lyrics that he's saying. Like, who is you talking about, bro?
Right. Right. You know what I mean? Like R. Kelly really shouldn't have ever blown up the way he blew up. And keep it 1,000. Because step one, my man came in the game and he was already fucking with Aaliyah, who was underage, who he wrote the track for Age Ain't Nothing But a Number for Aaliyah. Like, bruh, like it's all he already stepped in the game with these allegations. Then you come in and then you pissing on a girl on tape.
But we was young when these things happened.
Right. Right. And and bruh, all I know is, man, like
The older
I'm a,
people should have exiled that nigga. They did not, and we didn't know. Like, we knew this nigga was nasty or crazy, but we didn't understand that at the time. At least for me, I
I
can't
didn't
speak
wrap
for
my brain
everybody.
fully around it, but at the same time, I kind of knew what was going on. But you know, like
I was just like, who the fuck pee on bitches?
when you make it,
Niggas is weird.
when Dave Chappelle can make a skit out of your ass, you know something fucked up. So, yo,
I
Shades,
wanna
bring us
pee on you.
Yes, I do.
drip, drip, drip. You know what I'm saying?
Drip, drip, drip. I'm
Yo,
done.
Shades, take us over to this next topic, dog.
Yeah, man. It's kind of a two-way thing. Has to deal with immigration that's going on. Um, so I mean, the positive thing is that it's saying that Biden may allow, once the children are met back up with their families, he's allowing the families to come meet back up with their children in America. He's saying that he may allow those families to stay in America. Um, And the second thing is there's a lot of immigrants getting caught at the Mexican border that we've been dealing with this for a while now, but the thing is now they're being caught in America and then being released. I saw one report, they had pictures of immigrants being released in a Jack in the Box parking lot. Then they had another picture of immigrants being released in a Walmart parking lot, so I don't I'm just going to get my 2 cents on it. I'm cool with people trying to get away from their country because their country is not good. You don't have food, you don't have shelter, you don't have government aid, you don't have no type of help. You don't have a way for your family to grow. You don't see a future for your kids. I'm cool with people coming over as long as they do it the correct way. Now, what I don't like is our Homeland Security grabbing people and then just releasing them. Like, what are they supposed to do? Like, what are they supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to have a better system to where we have like different facilities at the border where you want to try to come in and these are the steps that you have to do in order to get here. Maybe we can turn those detained sinners into something where you can have people have quarters and they can stay in there, but they have to go through the process in order to become citizens, find them jobs, find them whatever, link them up with, but there's a better system that can be created than just releasing people into the public. These people are coming over here, no COVID testing. They're not testing them for COVID. They're not testing them for different things. They're not looking at their backgrounds. We don't know what they did in their countries. We don't know what type of people are coming over. So just releasing them into America is not a good thing. So I don't agree with that. I think we need to have a better system, but I'm not with the way that Trump did it with separating people, having kids detained, all these different infectious diseases and stuff going around. It was barbaric. So that's just my 2 cents on it.
So I I watch a lot of documentaries, right? And I agree with what you're saying. Just to start from there, I agree with what you're saying. What I will say is this: like these people that come from Mexico, Guatemala, all of these other countries that try to cross this border, I agree with you. Yeah, some of them want to be able to create better lives for them, for their families, things of that nature. Some of them are running from cartel, and the reason that, to an extent, like I feel like I agree with you. They should have centers at the border. So, and then like if they need to be there for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever the case may be, until they can get across, then let that be the reason. But what happens is they when they turn them away, some of the people when they go back to wherever their home is at, they're dead, just like that. And so just releasing them into America is irresponsible, especially in the time of COVID, right? Um, Now, based off of what I read, like there is a program that does the COVID testing, but then there's also some that are just what they call it, catch and release.
Catch and release, yeah.
Um, that's completely separate from the actual program that they have, because the program does the COVID testing. The program, it does those type of, it takes those type of safety measures to make sure that the people that are coming over, bare minimum, don't got COVID. But when you just have 40, they said it releasing like 45 people a day. Like you just, and like, no, they're not going to stay along the border. They're not going to just stay in Texas. 9 times out of 10, they're trying to get as center of the United States as possible. Because they don't, because what's
Or
happening is,
east and west.
right. Because the thing is like what they're doing currently is like, oh, well, here, we'll release you, and here's your court date and your papers. So then you can come back and go to court, and if whatever the case may be. But like it's irresponsible in this time to just be straight up releasing folks like that. But yeah, like I said, man, like some of these people, they are trying to just create better lives for themselves, and some of them people are just trying to stay alive.
I didn't
And
think about that. I understand what you're saying.
like I watched several where I watched several of those documentaries where they show examples of people, like actual people. They talking to them, what's going on here? What are you trying to do, accomplish, whatever that is. And family got caught up with the cartel, and now they chasing them and trying to kill them. Blah 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 blah. And then they got turned away, and nobody ever heard from them people ever again. And that's crazy, dog. How you feel about this speech?
Man, it's hard for me with my immigrant ass family. I I just see from the other side a lot that I feel like everybody's not exposed to in their life, you know?
Hmm.
So like from these people, some of them in like third world countries like that, you know what I'm saying? And Mexico is like worse than where my family is from. You know what I'm saying? So like I can't even imagine their mentality. Like some of them get caught up in shit like the cartel because it's like the only option for the dream in their country, you know? And we
Right.
preach this worldwide like land of opportunity, land of this, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard for people not to be like, yo, America gotta be the pinnacle of where we can make it to. You know what I'm saying? And when that's in your mind, no matter what your path was to like survive a lot of the time, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't just turn them around. And for as far as for the separated families, I feel like Biden owe it to them to let them stay here. The ones that, you know, if they was turning them back, they should have been dead. Why hold them and separate them and keep like the trauma that's caused that family? For that alone, I feel like they owe them that. You know, some program or opportunity to get better and get treatment mentally and like, you know, financially to get on their feet as a family. But as far as like the catch and release ones, I don't really, you know, understand it because if you just gonna let them go, then there'd be no reason to catch them. What are they catching these niggas and doing to them before they release? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, and there be some weird shit going on in those places with shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And they're not gonna talk about it. And just like we talked in the last segment about these celebrities and da 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 taking advantage of people and what with them being close to their dreams and stuff like that, that happens with government and this. And that's the reason why I disagree with you guys on those programs, right? Because they've had those programs in my whole life. My family has attempted at these programs and different stuff, and most of them are corrupted. Whereas you could be in a country and apply for a visa every so often, you know what I'm saying, to try to come here, whether it be a work visa, whether it be vacation, visit family, or whatever, whatever. But that you gotta pay to apply. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And if you get denied, you don't get none of that bread back. You know what I'm saying? You don't get nothing. Like, don't put you in a better position for next time, da da da. So, I feel like the system has been corrupt. And the problem with those systems is that they always get corrupt and it be over money. And the main
Yep.
people that really want to come here and try to start something new, they're lacking that number one thing that it's about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen people in my family spend mad bread trying to get a chance to come here just to visit, Yeah, because some people have taken advantage of that over the years and they came to visit and never went back, or came on a work visa and never went back. But you can't treat everybody like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that shit in my life when people blame me for like the overall view of this people or that. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it be that when they doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because for each individual, we don't know what the fuck they've been through, good, bad, ugly. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then when they probably went through this corrupted ass path of spending their life savings trying to get here and shit, and they definitely got nothing now, you know what I'm saying? To like
Right.
just turn your back on them. Sometimes, like, I feel ST on that cartel shit is real. But sometimes some of them just don't make it back because shit, they was already out of survival. Like, they was on their last, like, you know what I'm saying? That was, their last hope, and they give up.
Yeah, that can be accurate as well, man. Like,
Hmm.
uh, it's a touchy subject because obviously, you don't want just a country full of illegal immigrants and just getting through, but at the same time,
Correct.
like some of their
Oh, that's the
situations are
one more
so.
thing I could quickly say, please.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to say this. My other part was the one thing I do see, though, or my personal thought is it should be a program that if you commit a violent crime or, like, rape, violence, murder, gun crime, whatever, whatever, you should get deported. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't come here to be a criminal. You know what I'm saying? You could have did that shit over there. You know what I'm saying? If you want to
Yeah.
be hard, that's where you be hard at. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but like, other than that, I feel like the opportunity, man.
I hear that. Well, Peach, uh, tell us something about this Johnson & Johnson vaccine, bro.
Yeah, so we got the, excuse me, we got the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine authorized by the US FDA for emergency use. First single shot vaccine in fight against global pandemic. So what I read about this is that it got approved because it's reached 85% effectiveness rate, and in individuals over the age of 18, the studies have showed that it showed protection against COVID related hospitalizations and deaths beginning 28 days after the vaccination is given. So right now, it's not like the mainstream one, like the ones that's the two dose ones that's being given out. But I guess maybe if those run out, it's approved to, like, be used. And a lot of people not getting the second dose of those shots that are two dose and they're running out.
Mhm.
But Biden also said that there should be enough for every adult by May.
I see. I'm at the point with these vaccines, man. Like, I've watched. My mom is in the medical field, so she's already gotten her first shot. She actually getting her second shot this week, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm one of these people that I'm not so eager to just jump and take the vaccine as soon as it's available. But at the same time, I also one of these people that will survey and observe someone who has. And like I ain't trying to use my mom as a guinea pig, but she has to she has to get them. She works in the health field, and like I check with her. Hey, is anything I should know about? How you feeling? What's going on? And she's like, you feel like crap the day they give it to you, but after that you're pretty much fine. And I'm like, all right. So honestly, if you can give me a shot, if you can give me a vaccine in one shot, I don't need I don't need two. I don't trust y'all enough to go and get two. Like like bro. So hey, Johnson and Johnson, shout out to y'all, man, because we needed that shit. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I just want us to get fucking back to normal as quickly as
And I
possible.
got mixed reviews on that kind of feedback too, ST, because I got a couple of family members too, like,
Hmm.
my mom a nurse, my aunt a nurse. My mom has not been working since COVID because she high risk and she's been on that ventilator shit twice in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Off of pneumonias with her like allergies and asthma and stuff. That shit is scary as fuck. You know me one time through that. But also my other aunt said like it was like for a week she didn't feel good before she felt better again, and her arm was like useless. How much pain and weak it felt. Then I know another teacher that said that shit had her feeling like she was gonna die for like 3 days, but after that she was straight. You know what I'm saying? And that was just her first dose, but it also made her scared to get the second dose. So I don't know how many people out there that got the first dose scared to get the second dose, and they saying without the second one, it's not really the effective rate percentage that they're as advertised. And then how many people are unavailable the second dose that want the dose? You know what I mean? So it's like all mixed reviews. So it's hard for me to gauge it. Like, how do I feel? I don't know, but I know I don't really like shit like that. Period. I don't like one. I already don't like shit like that. That's me, natural ass nigga, right? Number two, it's like I don't want that shit rushed because I've seen all my life old mesothelioma ass commercials where like this shit come back and has the worst side effects, and I've never seen nothing so rushed and so given out on such a big, you know what I'm saying, platform. So it's that part is scary to me. Like one adverse shit 5 years down the line, and like a percentage of this country is fucked, and that's happened in countries before. That's not some it will be the first time in history shit. That's why. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
I'm straight. I'm straight. You ain't vaccinating me, Nick. You have to catch me, dog. You have to hold me down. Hey, get him.
they gonna have to tranquilize us niggas. Huh?
Boom, 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 boom,
Caught in the back.
boom.
Ah! Right.
Yeah. It's
Niggas be
gonna
over
be
here
like
like,
that though,
suck
damn
the
it.
vaccine out, man. Suck it out.
Get it up.
Bro, because I'm like one of these people. I don't go get no flu shots.
Nope. Hey, I
I
saw
don't.
that bit of CVS the other day. Free flu shots. I was like, that
Bro,
bit gonna remain
I don't
free.
want you to put the virus in me that I
It,
don't have right now.
I'm
That's
good,
part of
bro.
my shit. Like,
I don't know how many people told me like, yo, I didn't have the flu. I got the flu shot and I got the flu. Yeah, because they put it in you, my G.
Like, bro, like my mom was always like, did you get your flu shot? And I'm like, Mama, I know you work in the medical field. Ain't no way in hell I'm getting no damn
I ain't
flu
gonna lie, I
shot.
had the flu once, and that shit was hell. When I
Yeah,
worked
bro.
in
Yeah,
the
me too.
casino in West Palm, I got the flu.
Yeah.
That shit was hell. But still, I wasn't getting no flu shot every year. That in
Nah,
all
I
my
just
years, I've got it once, and it was on me. Like the casino is the worst. I'm happy I didn't work there in COVID. I would have had COVID. I know it. In that first wave,
I had the flu shot one time. I think I was 17. I remember I was still in high school and I was on my butt for 3 days. It took all my energy just to use the restroom, and it sounds a lot like what people go through with COVID. So that's why I believe it was just mutated. It's just the flu team, the flu.
Mutated.
Yeah, flu mutated with pneumonia. Honestly, I think they mutated it with pneumonia and like 2 or 3 other things. You know what I'm saying? And then over time, is mutated by itself. You know, but no, you got to catch me,
Well,
player.
that's another thing that I've been reading about those variants.
Mm-hmm.
So they say a lot of like the testing for to know if you got the variant or not has not been approved. So like you can be testing for COVID all day and they know you got COVID, but they don't know you had a COVID variant until so and so point or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that variant shit has been spreading because of shit like that. They say it's like that's why they expecting a wave like at the end of March into April of that variant shit.
The crazy thing that is puzzling me is how nurses and all my people in the medical field, they know a long time ago that there were 3 different versions of the COVID, that it can basically through your nose and through your mouth and all that stuff on your clothes and all that stuff by touch, but then it can also get through your eyes, and not one time did I see them say wear your mask and wear your
Nah,
goggles. You know what I'm
Fossey
saying?
said it and they played him for it. Fossey said it. He was like, to be honest, people should be wearing masks and goggles because it can get into your eyes, you
Oh,
know.
I didn't
But
hear
like,
Fossey say it.
we can't get people to wear masks, so they didn't want to even try to
Well,
push that goggle shit with
I
people
mean,
out here
shit.
looking like
I mean, shit. Look at Texas. Texas today
Forrest Grant.
has made it to where all 100% of businesses can open and masks are not mandated
Wow.
in Texas. Like, how many times the people in Texas got to get hit in a month span, bro? You gonna tell them
Woo.
fresh off of, oh, everything is frozen, your pipes busted, all that shit. Oh yeah, by the way, we can open up everything and you can go in there with no mask on and you're gonna be good. What?
No sense.
Make it make sense, Lord. That's all
Make
I'm
no
asking.
sense.
Make it make sense. No, yo, Chase, tell us what's going on up in Michigan though, because this is kind of dope.
Yeah, man. So Michigan has a program that's been out since 2018 where they are exonerating people that are actually they have a substantial case to show that they're innocent, whether it be DNA evidence was held out. You had somebody that actually came up and said that I did this and I did that, and these people are still being held. And it's called the Convention Integrity Unit at Wayne County in the prosecutor's office. So one of the main people that I wanted to talk about um, was a gentleman by the name of Larry Smith that was released February 4th. He served 26 years for a murder that he did not commit. So this is just one of the people in the cases that was recently released, but the prosecutors are saying that this is the most people that have been exonerated at one time in U.S. history.
Yeah.
So there's history being made in Michigan right now. It's a very positive story. And a lot of the individuals that were being released happen to be African American men. You know what I mean? So um, we're kind of seeing a little hitch in the system that, you know, hopefully in Michigan, Michigan started something. Hopefully the other counties and the other cities, they can take form and start doing their own exoneration and getting rid of people out of the prison system that's not supposed to be there. Get them back out there, exonerate them for their charges so that they can go out there and get jobs. And then we have more tax-paying citizens. We have more GDP. We have more buying power. We can get that probably another way we can lower our debt. You have more people buying into the system, more people working. We're not actually paying for them to stay in prison for something they didn't commit. So a lot of money is being wasted. And I think this right here would actually be a major positive, especially for us, for them, for the people to gain their freedom. They can join their families, but then also for us as a people, we can stop wasting money and start using it correctly to get out of this hole that we're in. So, but yeah, man, how y'all think about what y'all thinking about that, man?
So obviously it's super dope.
Florida Gators, by the way. Mm.
Obviously it's super dope, right? Like they have, I think I'm not sure if it was this year or if it's since 2018.
Since 2018.
No, I know they've been around since 2018. I'm saying like I don't know if this figure is like is the 27 that they've gotten exonerated. Is that just since 2018 or is that this year?
That since 2018. Only since last year, only 120 people were exonerated nationwide. But in this case, since 2018, 26 people total in this program.
And this is why this is dope to me, right? Because this is Wayne County.
I'm sorry, 27. 27 people.
Mm-hmm.
26 is the number of years that he was in prison.
Right. So this is strictly in Wayne County that they have this for this county. It's gotten 27 people exonerated. When nationwide, 120 in a year got exonerated. We're talking about one county that's responsible for getting these wrongfully accused and wrongfully convicted men out of jail. It's super dope, man. Like I'm trying to think of like better superlatives, but like at the same time, like yo, this is what we need. This is what we need in this country. If you're gonna have people in jail, and there's people all throughout prisons and jails everywhere throughout this country that are wrongfully accused and have been wrongfully convicted. We got to have these type of programs in place that will help exonerate some of these guys, and we got to make sure they're not getting exonerated 26 years afterwards. Like, no. Like, how about instead of just convicting somebody just for the fuck's sake of convicting them, how about we grasp all of the concrete evidence first and stop putting these men in jail to begin with. That's step one. Kind of on what you said, Shades. We saving ourselves money. We pay too much money as it is in taxes. Um, for the people that are in jail as it is. Free up the spots for the people that actually deserve to be in there. Because like these jails are overflowing at this point. I don't want to even know the percentage of people that are in there wrongfully convicted.
Bro, like what's the like bro, this percentage got to be high, bro. This
What's high?
percentage got to be
But what's high?
high to me is over 10%.
And see, I was gonna cap it probably around like 12, 13% of the people that are in jail right now have probably been wrongfully convicted.
But bro, what if we're dealing with 20 to 30%?
That would be even worse. Like,
That's where I think it's at.
Honestly, for real.
That's where you think it is, Beach?
Anything over
That's what I was
10% is too
about to
high,
say.
but I'm not surprised if it's 20 to 30. I'm with you, Peach.
And that's why, in my opinion, it's a damn shame. This is a damn shame. It's a damn shame that this shit's only going on in one county. Not saying that it's not going on in other counties, but I mean to this level, obviously it isn't. You know what I'm saying? And this shit need to be nationwide because it's a lot of innocent souls sitting in prison getting treated like fucking criminals. That's not criminals. And I couldn't imagine living like that. Like I might lose it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
Yeah.
that'll drive me to be criminal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And you know, Yo Gotti is working with Rock Nation to exonerate prisoners in Mississippi that were writing to him, you know, and telling them the barbaric and the type of conditions that they were living with, you know what I mean? And they weren't protecting them from COVID. People were people were not eating, you know, so a couple of people died underneath the
and
care of the prison system.
the reason I believe it could be in the 20 to 30 percentile range is because of what we talked about a part or two ago with how these prisons are run for profit. You know what I'm saying? They don't care who's in there. They don't care if they're innocent or not. They care about the head count. You know what I'm saying? They care about that, the budget for how much money they could not use on the place and put in their bank accounts. So, like, if I'm worried about that, do I care if prisoner A is innocent or not? When I'm out here, like, does prisoner A get me paid? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a sad fucking state of affairs, man. But shout out to the shout out. What was the name of the program again? Because I don't want to get it wrong. Shades.
Give me 1 second, brother.
It was
It
the
was a conviction. Um,
integrity unit.
integrity.
Conviction
Yeah,
integrity
conviction
unit.
integrity unit. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Shout out to the people up at the conviction integrity unit of Wayne County for looking out for the people who should not be there in the first place. But Shades, take us over to this real talk question, bruh. This trivia question.
Hey. I kind of felt that the last one was a little, so I made this one. I think y'all going to get a couple of these answers, but there were 6 answers that were given. You know what I mean? And I think that if the homies listening, if we definitely have any young homies or homies that they don't have, they don't really have a good time on the first date, or they don't really know what to say or what to do, well, this question should show you what you shouldn't do. You know what I mean? So the real talk trivia question of the day that I have for my brothers is, you're going on your first date with this girl. Okay.
Mhm.
Name me some boring topics that you should steer away from on your first date. This was a national survey given out to 100 men. This is based off 100 men, and they gave 6 answers.
Boring topics.
Boring topics that you want to stay away from on your first date. Okay, maybe later on, once y'all get to know each other a little bit better, y'all can kind of get into this talk. But this is the first date. Y'all have 25 seconds.
Oh shit.
25 seconds. I need y'all to go ahead and text me your answers
Hmm.
and send me a response. Next time we do this, I will have a soundtrack single that will be the little play music while we're doing this. You know what I'm saying? But your time is starting now.
Okay. All right. We'll fill these 25 seconds in real quick.
Okay, so what we're going to do to fill in these 25 seconds while these brothers get they answers ready to this question is, I'm gonna get y'all a little bit warmed up for barbershop talk, because your boy, it's about that time to hit up the barbershop. We're gonna be covering. You already know we're gonna be covering the NFL. We got a little NBA talk, and then we're gonna be hitting y'all, crashing y'all with some music. Because we want to hear what's going on the West Coast. So that's just a little bit of hint of what we got coming. We definitely highlight New York down south. So about time we show the West Coast some love. So fellas, y'all got about 5 seconds left. Come on, text me them answers. Text me them answers. Text me them answers. 3, 2, 1. Dun, 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 dun. All right.
He only got 3 from you, boy. That's all.
All
I don't talk
right.
about no
ST was
boring shit,
first.
man.
ST said boring topics to stay away from: weather,
Facts.
politics, and old relationships. Old relationships.
That was a
Okay.
good one.
Okay. Okay. All right. All 3 of them hit. 3 points. 3 points, my brother. All 3 of them hit. Politics, weather,
Damn.
past relationships are top 6 answers on the
All
list.
I'm saying is this,
Damn,
bro.
you got it then. You got it then.
PG. PG said
Yeah, you
sports,
got it.
politics, work, video games, life issues, problems. Okay. So you got the politics and you got the work. What you said, life issues and problems. I can give you a I can give you a half a point on that. So you got 2.5. So we got a new champion. We got a new intercontinental champion in the midst, holding up the belt. You know what I'm saying? We got a new intercontinental champion taking it away from Ryan the Don. ST the Great.
What's the list?
All right. So homies out there, if you ever having problems with your relationships and you got a new fresh first date coming, these are some of the things that you want to stay away from. Like ST said, politics. Not really want to talking about the weather. That's corny. Don't come in talking about
that was too corny to actually answer.
Hey, the weather's great today, isn't it? I actually have pulled that but it actually worked out. But that's neither here nor there.
I've used it before, but it was completely strategical.
Yeah. The scene called for it. You don't want to talk about past relationships. This is not the time for that. If she wants to talk about past relationships, she'll bring that up. Then you address it. Work/school. You know, she might ask, what do you do? Yeah, I do X, Y, and Z. But if she asks me if I'm a loan officer, I'm not about to go in, oh man, this borrower don't listen, and you know, the processor underwriter asking for extra addendum, and she's like, addendum? What's that? Like, you know, you don't want to, you know, you're gonna go too far. All right. Don't bring up your kids in the first meeting. She may ask you how many kids you have, what's their names, blah, 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 you know. But you don't need to go any further unless she start asking you questions. All right. Money. I
should have thought of that one.
Money. So don't use this. Don't try to start bigging up yourself because you make X amount of dollars and blah, blah, blah. Let all that speak for itself. All that, you know, dinner's on me, you know, this and that. Be a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Don't be one of these dudes that, you gonna pay for half of that? How you gonna invite somebody out and tell them to pay for half? And that jump, bro, this jump really be happening, bro. I didn't think it'd be happening.
It do, but then when you listen to some of your homegirls, man, your homegirls will tell you all the fuckboy activities these niggas be on, bro.
Bro, don't start dating if your money ain't right, bro. Don't start dating till your money ain't right. Like, get your money right, get yourself right, then start dating. If you struggling, I mean, let her know. Hey, I had to save up. No, don't tell her that. Don't tell her you had to save up.
Don't tell her you had to save
up. I saved up 2 weeks for this.
I saved up 2 weeks for this.
But only get that salad.
Don't expect shit till next month. Don't be eating either.
You want to do something after? You
get
salad
the
and
steak.
A water.
Hey, get the steak. Don't be putting the shrimp on top.
Her. We're gonna share the appetizer. Let me stop.
Girl, you can have a filet, no mignon. You know what I'm saying?
Oh snap, bro. Oh snap. But yeah, I thought that would be a pretty good one. You know what I'm saying? Give the homies some insight on what they should and should not do. And you know, I knew the homies would come through. ST, you know, ST the smooth talker that he is, be Billy D. Williams out there. You know what I'm saying? Smooth talking Barry White. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Yo, man. He almost had me fucked up right there. I almost revealed the secret on the pod with that.
Hey, keep your motherfucking mouth closed, man. What you talking about, man? Nah, man. But let's slide over to this barbershop, man, because your boy finally made it. Your boy
looking
finally
crispy.
made it. You know what I'm saying? So
looking crispy.
Let's slide. Cause it's time, and I'm sorry for y'all that I missed out last week because y'all had to suffer through Shade's poor attempt. You know, it's all good. But it's time for barbershop talk, baby. Y'all know the fucking vibes, man. We we bike.
We back in there,
like we never left. You know what I'm saying?
bike, baby.
Y'all not rocking with the motherfucking realist in this bitch. I know that for motherfucking certain.
The realist.
But we talk about some real scenarios. How angry are Houston Texans fans right now? Because the man, because the man JJ Watt has signed. He's finally off the free agency block. The man is signed with the Arizona Cardinals, $31 million, $23 million guaranteed. Bruh. How they get your two of your three best players? And one of them you let walk. The other one, you got nothing for him, practically.
And you just released the player you traded for him for. 0 cents. That lets me know that organization runs on emotional decision making. Y'all don't make business decisions. Y'all make emotional decisions. Y'all go by how y'all feel. I feel that DeAndre Hopkins is the second rounder. That's not what he is.
For the Houston Texans organization, let's just hit him with it.
Bro, let me get a ha-ha one time. Come on.
Yo, they couldn't have messed that up any worse. But in regards to JJ, man, my man came in cashing the fuck in, 23 mil guaranteed.
In going the latter part of his career,
on the back end of his career, my dog went over to a team that is actually ascending. Hey, that's a huge pickup for the Cardinals.
And they got Chandler Jones, so we can't sleep on Chandler.
It's a huge pickup.
And Isaiah Simmons.
Huge pickup. Like, bro, Chandler Jones and JJ Watt, your ends. I fear. Bro, you know who was the most pissed off to hear this shit? Russell Wilson. He is sick and fucking tired.
Like, trade me now.
Running for his fucking life.
Now you about to run from JJ Watt, bro.
Yo, AP, you ready to get Russell Wilson on the Jets? Because that man,
he's trying to jettison up out of Seattle, boy. So Peach.
Russell Wilson to the Jets will be good.
So you willing to give up Sam Darnold, your first this year, your first next year, a second this year, and a second next year?
Which first?
Wait, you saying I don't got to give my first this year?
Yeah. The first round pick. Oh, they got 2 first round picks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, you got to come off that. Yeah, you gonna have to come off that. Yeah, give me to both of them.
That's what I said. I want to keep 2 and do whatever.
You're not if I could keep 2.
I know.
Unless you want Sam Darnold, you can keep the 2. You just got to keep Sam Darnold.
To be honest, that's what it's looking like we doing. But if I could keep 2, trade the other one, trade next year's first, this year's second, and next year's second. Shit, I'll take it.
Nah, that ain't happening.
I don't know. Hold up. Wait a minute. I don't know.
That's possible, though.
Because the Seahawks, they still got a 1. So you get, what's y'all's second one? 21?
Damn, I forgot. It's in that range, like 21 to 23 area.
Yeah,
right?
But they're going to want that number 2, bro.
But listen to what I'm saying, Shades.
Everybody wants the 2.
Everybody wants the 2. But see, okay. So they already have a 1. You get the 21st pick, this year's second, next year's second, and Sam Darnold. Like, I mean, I'm not necessarily
why I want
myself from that deal either.
You know why I want that?
Mhm.
Because if I give you the 2, I'm not trying to give you much else. Because right now the 2 is valued at what you value in your quarterback at for real. Because for these quarterbacks that's people's wanting or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Obviously Trevor Lawrence is going first, you know what I'm saying? And y'all need him, so ain't no trade happening there. So we got the value if you need to go up and get your guy. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen these picks go for 2 and 3 first round picks. You know what I'm saying? So like, if I could do that and then trade back the 2, we'd be right back in this bitch, baby.
Yeah, bro.
Look,
They want that too.
I was just talking bullshit.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
ain't
if
no
they
way
want
fuck
that
we
2,
ain't
what
doing
else
that
could
too.
they want with that?
No, they're gonna get a quarterback.
No.
No,
He's
I'm
saying
not.
like
It's not that. I'm saying
like what else you trying to pair with that number
they
2 overall?
cannot want this year's 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all that other shit. That
Yeah, they
2 is
can.
valuable, son.
It's Russell
It's not
Wilson.
just a regular 2.
It's
I'm
not a regular
saying straight
quarterback.
up, that's not what they talking about. No, I, yo, right now, y'all pick is worth like 3 first round picks. And he hasn't even played a day in the NFL yet.
So
You know
what
what
you
I'm
think
saying?
Russell
That's
Wilson
what I'm
worth?
saying. All I'm saying is the potential.
He ain't
I'm
gonna answer
saying
that question because he know
no,
the
because
answer.
what? No, because there's a cap on it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be worth 5 first round picks. Like that's impossible. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I
So
get
I'm
it,
not
but if
trying to
Matt
devalue
Stafford,
Russ when I'm saying that.
right, if Matt Stafford gets you a quarterback and 2 first round picks, and I think a second rounder,
Not this year's number 2 with all the quarterback talent that's in the draft.
To be fair, that 2 is a very high
That's
price.
what I'm trying to say.
But Peach, you still coming up off of more than just the 2.
I'm
Like,
saying though, but I'm not coming off like the 2 and this year's second and next year's first. Like that shit is dead. Y'all could keep them. Because
okay.
what am I gonna build with?
No, that's fair.
Russell
That's
Wilson
fair. No,
and your cap space.
no, that's fair because you don't always just want to go straight to free agents. Not every free agent works out, and you can at least get the
A lot
lower
though.
end contracts with the draft picks, and I understand that. Uh, I don't know how the hell we got on this tangent from JJ Watt, but
This is, but no, truthfully, because I feel like I feel like we could trade Sam Darnold and keep the 2, right? And trade down from 2 and still get a quarterback in this draft worth of something while we pick up other things. I would so much rather do that than like so
you
many
already
of these
saw
other
so much.
moves and the gamble of the pick itself.
Mhm.
Even the gamble of the pick itself. Like I like Fields, and even taking Fields, or if people like Lance, whoever they like, right there. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that shit is Blake Bortles-esque. Just the pick, like the player don't really matter. It's just the possibility of that. I can't deal with that.
Look, man, we gonna see what y'all do, man. But when we move over to free agency, because it's only just getting started. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm really happy that we're now in free agency season. You know what I mean? Um, who? Okay, so give us like your top 5 offensive and defensive free agents, and where do you think those players that are in your top 5 for each? Where do you think they're gonna land?
Yeah, this one's a little bit difficult.
I have my
Um,
list completely prepped though. If y'all want me
You
to
go
jump
first.
first,
I got my thoughts and stuff compiled here, but
okay. So I'm
I know you got your list ready there.
gonna start with my top 5 offensive players
right.
in no particular order. So I got
Okay, that's what I didn't know if you were doing. Y'all know I'm not always ready for that.
Chris Godwin. I can see him leaving Tampa because we talked about this a couple pods ago. Could you keep all 3? What would you do with them? Blah 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 blah. Right. I think Chris Godwin is on his way out of Tampa, but I think he's going to a great situation. I see Chris Godwin heading to the Packers.
Mm.
Second receiver on the list is old Kenny Galladay. This is kind of a out there one, but I have him going to the Panthers with Deshaun Watson. Deshaun is not going to be on my list here. Obviously, he's not free agent.
Ew. Deshaun's not a free agent.
I know that's why he's not on my list, but I think that could possibly happen.
No, for sure.
Number 3 on the list is Will Fuller. Think he's going to land with the Jets. That's where I think Will Fuller is heading to. Number 4 is Jameis Winston. I don't think the Saints let Jameis Winston go.
I'm surprised we was on the same page there, brother.
I don't think Winston is going anywhere. I think the Saints know that, like, Drew Brees is flirting with retirement right now. I know he just came out with a little workout video, but at the same time, I see the Saints sticking with Winston because I think they know what they got in Winston, and they also know what they got in what's the other cat? Taysom Hill.
Taysom.
Yeah, I think they ran that experiment last year, and then last on the offensive list is Chris Carson, and I think Chris Carson is heading to the ATL. I think I could, because the Seahawks already use enough running backs as it is. They have a stacked backfield. I think they're gonna move along from Chris Carson, use some of these young boys they got, hopefully. Switch over to that defensive side. My top 5. I'm gonna go a little bit faster on this one. Jadeveon Clowney, I see him going over to the Raiders. Matt Judon, I see him staying put with the Ravens. Marcus Williams doesn't look like the Saints are gonna be able to afford him. I see him going over to a team like Minnesota. Melvin Ingram, I see him going to the Chiefs. And Keanu Neal, safety from Atlanta, who has just been battling a lot of injuries, but he's a really good player when he's on that field. I see him going to the Jaguars.
Who was that last player?
Keanu Neal from Florida.
Got you. Like it. Mm-hmm. We need him. Bad.
Bad. Super bad. No,
Pete, you going or you want me to get this?
I could go. So my 5 offensive, no order like him. First I'm hit on Jameis Winston because ST had him as well. And I gotta give Jameis his moment real quick, bro, because I've been a fan of Jameis, and that's who I really want. Like, I want him on the Jets for real. And I feel like he will solve our problems because of the value we could get him at. You know what I'm saying? He's not the top quarterback out there this year. He's not worth 3 first-round picks and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he's got mad potential. Like, you know, in the right system, Jameis could be so elite. And even in his trash, he's throwing 30 touchdowns. Like, sometimes you wish for that from your trash quarterback, even though he threw 30 picks.
Can I jump in? I just want to say, I just want to see Jameis post eye surgery, LASIK. You know what I mean? Like, that's all.
Bingo.
That's all I want to see. Go ahead, Peach.
Bro, don't you remember in college, me and ST seen the birth of Jameis together? And this nigga was squinting. And we used to be like, why he squinting like that? Like, but then he'll make some fire ass plays though. Mm-hmm. But all right, so I got Jameis. I got Godwin as well. I don't gotta say why. I had Aaron Jones over Carson in mind. I feel you on for kind of the similar reasons. I think they're better than decent running backs, which, you know, due to running backs getting drafted, doing well lately, we've lost value in some of these veteran running backs, but I'll take a veteran running back. Shit, Frank Gore gave me some last year, and I thought he was too old. So then I also got Hunter Henry in mind. I think tight end is a hard-to-find position a receiving tight end is that, you know? And I think he's going to be a hot commodity. A lot of people got L.A. looking to draft Pitts, too. So, you know, with the expectancy of them not re-signing him. Okay, and I think I need one more was, I just had him. It was Cam Newton. I think Cam Newton is still put some respect on his name, bro. Like that little boy we was talking about the other day. Like, just put some respect on my boy Cam. Like, you know. And I think like his adjustment to the Patriots and like the stuff he learned last year and stuff. Don't sleep on it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody development don't show instant. You know. And it's like a big change from people like Cam who do habitual shit, and it's what works for him for so many years. But you know what I'm saying? I know one thing about Belichick, he's adamant with his coaching, and he said good things. You know, he said good things about, and even Cam said good things. The other day, Cam came out on seen something. Cam said they asked Cam about Belichick. They was like, "Yo, he one of the most misunderstood people in sports. He dope as shit." You know, and if you're not a player in his locker room, you probably don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, at all. Okay, so let me give you my 5 defense real quick. I'll be fast with that too. As soon as I start, I just had it. Okay, I like Clowney still, even though he coming off an injury. Shaq, Leonard Williams, the ex-Jet, he could come back home though. You could come back home, the big cat. All right. Also JJ Watt signed. He would have been in mine. Also Bud Dupree, but after a torn ACL, I know it's hard, but I just remember that man before the torn ACL. I was like, I want that man on my team side. And then I could. The thing is, my last one was a toss up between, I guess, what you would consider a veteran. Like, he's getting old, but he still be productive when he out there. Justin Houston, and boy, where was it?
Dang, this year
Yannick,
nasty.
because I feel like Yannick just had a bad scenario unfold. He's not as a problem as it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's more productive than it seems after what he went through this last season, in my opinion. So he could be like a gem for a team right now.
Jaguars.
Okay, so can we talk about how players don't normally go back to their old team? Like, can we do that?
And y'all potentially could get 2 back to this season. Allen Robinson and him, I seen possibly with Jag talks.
I would love to have Allen Robinson back.
I would love to have Allen Robinson back. AR-15, come on, bro, bring it back.
But that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Just go ahead and put it out there.
So
it was a report that his agent had said, like, if that works for both sides, he wouldn't be against that.
Because he ain't have a problem with our city.
Don't come give me hope. I appreciate that.
I'm just saying.
Who's on your list, Shades?
I got Aaron Jones. I think Green Bay's going to re-sign him back. Their offense clicks a lot differently when he's in the game. You already know I got my boy Galladay, Optimus Galladay in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Optimus Prime. You know. So my boy Galladay, he probably gonna pull up his highlights, man. Stop making that face. Pull up his highlights. I think my man's about to go to the Ravens. I think my dude's about to go to the Ravens. They need a number 1.
That'd be a really good spot for him.
I ain't gonna lie. If he goes to the Ravens, that's a good place for him. He the type of Ravens receiver they need. Like, when you a receiver for certain teams, sometimes you gotta have like the bloodline in you. You know?
Yes, you gotta embody that.
Anquan Bolden and you know, you gotta be Steve Smith over there. You gotta be a player. Like, you gotta play for that purple. You gotta Ray Lewis,
bro.
If you're gonna be the star for that team at any position, you would really want to just embody that city. That's why, like, speaking of the Ravens, Ray Lewis fit Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Ed Reed fit Baltimore, like, to a T. You know what I'm saying?
And I lived in Baltimore, and a Baltimore fan will kill you over them niggas to this day.
All right, go ahead, Shades.
Chris Godwin. I think he's going to stay with the Bucks because he just said today or yesterday that he would sign the franchise tag and play on it. So out of the 3 people that they would franchise tag, he has the cheapest one. You know what I mean? And I'm probably sure that they talked to him, letting him know that, you know, if you sign this franchise tag, we'll be sure to catch you on the back end and take care of you next year. Because Tom Brady may or may not come back. If Tom Brady doesn't come back, then they'll be drafting somebody or getting a free agent in. But that takes care of $25 million if you're able to go ahead and get a rookie quarterback to come in. Next year is not supposed to be a good year for quarterbacks, so I don't know what they're going to do right there. That's why I wouldn't be shocked if the Buccaneers draft a quarterback in the 2nd round or in the 1st round. And I don't think the Cowboys are paying Dak. I think Dak is about to hit free agency, and I see him going to the Steelers. Like I said, kind of a couple of pods ago, I just see him being a Steeler.
I'll take him too.
Yeah, he'll be good for the
That's why
Jets
it's
too.
hard to make the trade for Russell Wilson or Deshaun Watson right now. Because
Yeah, if y'all just wait,
it's a lot of other good quarterbacks out there.
Yeah, y'all just need to wait. Because you can make that trade anytime before the draft.
Right at the draft. Fuck you, mean?
Yeah, at
on the
draft.
clock.
On the clock. Hey, you want this junk or not, nigga?
when y'all hear on the clock and the Seahawks select, I'm gonna be like.
On defense, we got Levante David. I think he's going to stay with Tampa. They're not letting him go. Leonard Williams, I think he's going to go to the Redskins underneath Ron Rivera. Jadeveon Clowney, I see him going to the Bears to be with Khalil Mack coming up. Yeah. That would be disgusting.
Oh my God.
That's why I think he would go, because he just came off an injury. Why do I have to get double teamed all the time? Y'all go after Khalil. Let me get the 1-on-1. Same thing JJ's doing with Chandler Jones and what he was about to do with Myles Garrett.
You don't want to give Jadeveon 1-on-1s.
Yeah, you don't want to give Jadeveon 1-on-1s when he's healthy. It's going to take him a couple of games to get back, but by game 6, game 7,
no, it's not. It's not going to take him a couple of games to get back. Let's not forget the freakish athlete this motherfucker is. No, it's not. I'm going to tell you right now. If he's not getting double teamed, he'll be back instantly, in my opinion. If he's getting double teamed, it'll take him a little while to get back. 1-on-1 though, he back.
And then I got Yannick Ngakoue. I think he's going to the Dolphins. And then Shaq Barrett, I think he's going to stay in Tampa. I think they're going to keep all 3 of their boys. Make another run.
I can understand that, man. Well, this free agency period is going to be wild. It's going to be wild, bro. And I'm excited. You know, I know everybody on this pod is excited because our teams just has mad cap space right now.
1 and 2.
We
1 and 2 right now.
We're going to be battling each other for sure. On a player or two, we're going to be battling. But honestly, for like Trent Williams, I hope I'm in the battle with y'all for him. For like, I mean, he should have been in my top 5, but I think so much skill position. So shout out, like, honorable mention him for sure. Because he's a top free agent.
Williams? If we get Trent Williams,
$25 million a year though.
I don't care.
Minimum.
Look, pay him.
It'd be better than that money we spent on Norwell.
For real, pay him. I don't want no rookie offensive lineman protecting Trevor Lawrence. Give me a veteran. Bring that boy in, and then draft one so that Trent Williams can freaking train him or mentor him.
Yeah, man.
Straight up.
This free agency period gonna be crazy.
When does it start?
What you mean? When does it start? We here now? JJ Watt already signed.
Free agency is right now,
bro. How could JJ Watt sign anywhere?
They released him,
which makes him a what? A free agent.
Right.
Oh, I didn't realize free agency was underway.
That has to be.
I thought he signed like off waivers type shit.
Oh.
I don't know that for sure though. Let me check.
No, it starts March 18th.
Oh, okay, so yeah, I'm an asshole on the pod.
Yeah, it starts March 18th.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Or either that, or it's just unofficial until then. Like they do that unofficial. Like
Yeah, that might
literal
be it.
free. They could probably talk.
Yeah.
So
that might be
the
right.
tampering period starts
Because
March
all the
16th,
signings so far might be
but
unofficial.
free agency starts when the league starts on March 18th.
Okay. So thank you for the correction because I'm out here feeding out misinformation. But
All good.
regardless, March 18th, that day right there is gonna be the first day where you see not all of the big moves happen, but so many moves are gonna happen.
Bruh, Friday pod gonna be lit. And we didn't even tell the homies about. We gonna say that for them though. We gonna have that. We gonna have that Friday pod lit. Say that for them.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Let's slide over to the NBA real quick. We got Victor O. Old Victor Oladipo.
Hey,
Yeah, I told the Rockets hell no when they tried to offer him a 2-year, $45 million extension. Said, man,
no sir.
said he want a long-term deal. You ain't finna extend my contract. Like, why are you trying to put me on a 2-year contract?
At 20 something mil a year, Victor O is worth at least 30 something.
They tried my man. But my
I don't
man,
even think he was disrespecting the money like that.
No,
He
I don't
won a
think so either.
long-term deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's because like he's still what? He's 28, I think.
Yeah.
And yo, I you can't just be out here signing me no 2-year deal at 28. If I'm 35, I understand it. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, bro, I'm 28, dog.
So what you thinking? 4 or 5 year deal?
He's also been traded and mistreated. Like,
Yeah.
Bro, Victor has played on too many teams to be as good as he is.
he wants somebody to be like, yo, we believe in you and we going with you. That's what that long-term deal says. And nobody's trying to, like, he got traded like 3 times.
Come to the Knicks, baby.
He was a Pacer. He was a Magic.
He was a
Rocket.
Thunder. He
might have played somewhere else too.
Thunder.
He was on the Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, come to the Knicks, baby. We got you. Come on, Victor. You know you want to. Look at that logo.
Place for him.
Look at that logo, baby.
That is a good place for him. They'll show him love.
No. See, I'm not showing that face because it's not a good place for him. I'm just showing that face because Shay's not talking about the Knicks out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I've been rocking Knicks stuff. Stop playing.
Oh, you've been rocking it. I'm talking about talking about it, brother.
I mean, what did I have to talk about? James Dolan? How
Julius
inadequate?
Why roast his ass?
How inadequate he was?
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. I mean, he was. I mean, bro, there was nothing to talk about. I was like, bro, pretty much you can't do anything until this guy either sells the company or he gets out of the way. Like, there's nothing that can happen.
On the pod.
Like, there's nothing that can happen, bro. There's nothing to talk about. He's an idiot. Like, get out of the way.
I'm just messing with you, dog.
Yeah, you got me riled up now, bro. James Dolan is, bro, just go. Just get out. Just let us do this over here. Let us operate the basketball. Don't come to the games unless you're going to stay in the, don't go nowhere. We don't need your face, nothing. Like, just stay in the press box.
All right, yo. So let's talk about these current East and West standings real quick, man.
Yeah, let's talk about them.
Yo, so,
yeah, I really want to talk about these.
So let's which side you want to start on? You want to start on the East or the West, brother?
Let's start on the West,
Let's
please.
start on the West.
Yeah.
So let's start it on the West, man. So number 1, we got the Utah Jazz.
Hey.
Number 2, we got the Lakers. 3, the Clippers.
Hey.
4, the Suns. 5, the Trailblazers. 6, the Spurs.
My boy Melo.
7, the Nuggets, and 8, the Warriors.
Oh yeah, I just want to throw it out there. I'm going for the Trailblazers in the West. Just throwing that out there.
Then I'm just gonna.
You
throw
better
that
stick to that.
I'm gonna throw the 9 team on there as well. Dallas Mavericks. How y'all feeling about the West standing so far?
I just want to say the Pelicans just beat the Jazz the other day.
I think that the West standings is not going to look like this at the end of the season. After the All-Star break, I think it's going to be a lot of movement.
Yep.
Who you see moving in?
I see.
Who's getting knocked out?
Okay. That's what you want to do? All right. I see To be honest, it might not be a lot of moving in and out, but I think the arrangement will be different. Like I
Okay.
think Jazz is going to be like 4.
Okay.
I think I could see the Suns or the Clippers or Lakers at 1, and then following like that. And I also think the bottom. I think the Warriors might move up, whereas I think the Spurs or the Trailblazers might fall down.
Hmm. Okay. I mean,
I
right
don't
now
got
the
enough
hottest,
belief in those teams outside of it that they could make the streak they need to get in and stay in.
or like right now, I got I mean, the hottest team in the West right now is the Suns. Like, boys 8-2 in their last 10. Like, they running hot right now. Me personally, I look at this list and I see Spurs dropping out, Mavericks sliding in there somewhere. Like, I think the Spurs are a really good
They eight
team.
and two in the
Obviously,
last 10 as well.
right. But I look at the Spurs, man, and and obviously well coached. Obviously, we didn't even got to worry about the coaching over there in San Antonio, but I think that they will be the team on the outside looking in by the time the season is over with. You know what I mean? I agree with you with the Warriors climbing up that list a little bit more. Um, Kind of surprised with the Suns how they really just taking off. Um, Nuggets being at 7
We shouldn't
kind of
be.
shocks the shit out of me. Uh, Coming off of what, a Western Conference Finals appearance, wasn't expecting to see them at 7, but there's still a lot of season left to be played, thankfully. So we're gonna be able to kind of monitor how they proceed throughout the rest of the season. Yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got for the West, though, man. What you got, Shades? What you look? What pops out at you, bro?
What really pops out to me is the props I want to give to Monte Williams, the coach of the Suns. We saw it in the bubble. Kind of thought that it was kind of just spur of the moment
Fluky.
type thing. Yeah, whatever. It just happened. But they transferred that over by picking up a good veteran, Devin Booker, having one of the best seasons of his career and playing smarter, not scoring as many points, but scoring just enough and also getting his other teammates involved. The Trailblazers performing how they're performing without CJ McCollum, who was averaging 26.7 points per game, and he had a foot fracture. So if they can get CJ back before the end of the year and going into the playoffs, they're already 5 and they're performing in this level. And Melo just scored 29 points the other day. So you already know Dame gonna do his thing. Rodney Hood's doing his thing. Gary Trent Jr. is doing his thing. So they have talent. They just need to work on their defense. If they can get their defense on point, I think that they're actually going to move up. I see the Lakers moving down just because of AD. The Lakers are going to move down, but they're still going to be in the playoffs. Get AD back, and then they're going to be a problem in the playoffs.
Mhm.
So I see the Lakers moving down. I see the Clippers. I see the Jazz moving down, and I see the Clippers moving up. Warriors. I'm shocked the Warriors are even in the playoffs right now without Clay. Well, actually, I'm not shocked at all. But I think the Warriors are going to move up. Spurs are going to move down. I think the Mavericks are coming. And don't sleep on the Pelicans, man, because if they can get their defense on point, they can probably sneak in there and um, battle and get some of these teams. The Grizzlies, I love my boy Ja, but they don't have much talent around him. I think they need more talent around him. He needs like 2 3-point shooters, a big man, and like I think he'll be straight with that if he had 2 3-point shooters and a big man. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, let's slide over to the East then, man. Um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because over in the
Mm-hmm.
East, we got 76ers in first,
Mm-hmm.
Nets at second.
Mm.
The Bucks at third. The Bucks at third, as my man over here having a stroke over there. Knicks at fourth, Heat in fifth, Celtics in sixth, Raptors in seventh, Hornets in eighth. So, what jumps out at y'all? Actually, let's start here. Peach. let's start with
the
Peach.
East.
What jumps out at you, brother?
The East. The East looks like a Las Vegas prostitute right now. Why the fuck open 24/7? Because nigga, all the way up to like 14 is in play. Like 14 could end up like 4. Like dead ass. Like that shit's crazy. So what I see is like the Wizards, the Cavs, and the Magics, they're still in the play. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so tight after 4.
Mm-hmm.
Even before that, like it's gonna be a scramble.
It's funny you mentioned
it's all about who gets hot and when.
Because that one blemish over there with the Nets in their last 10 games, 9-1 in their last 10. Mm-hmm. How the hell you go out there and lose to the Cavs? I don't know, but regardless, that's no shade at the Knicks. I'm just trying to that one really just kind of threw me for a loop. But
yeah, it did. That's how it be sometimes. But like honestly, the Wizards, they've been playing well. Mm-hmm. The Bulls been playing well. It wouldn't be out of the realm to see either of them in. I like the Magic. If they get on a little streak, they could get in there too.
Bro, let me tell you how I completely forgot I was in Orlando. I go get my cut. I'm at the barbershop. Like, you know, you go to the barbershop in Duval, they're gonna have like all different random pictures and stuff. Bro, everything was the Orlando Magics in this barbershop, bro. I'm like, who the hell? They got a Hardaway jersey up? Like, I ain't hating on Hardaway, but like, you got Hardaway, Shaq, McGrady, all jerseys signed, hung up in the barbershop. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. We in Orlando, and Orlando rock with the Magic, bro. Yeah. So they will be happy to see if them boys can make it to the playoffs. This list, though, to me, is about exactly what I anticipated the list to look like at this point. Like, obviously, we knew the Nets were going to be strong. It was still going to be about. It still was at the beginning of the season where I was saying, like, we got to see how they actually interact and play well with each other with pause. But when you got Kyrie that said, "No, I'll take the back seat, yo, Harden, you the point." That makes things a lot easier. That's that transition that like 17 games in that the Heat was starting to make. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Nets. Obviously 76ers are just doing their damn thing. We got the Knicks and the Heat right there in the middle of the playoff picture, bro. Huh? You know what I'm saying? Hey, all I know is that if that was the series to pop off, this podcast will be taken to a whole new level. That's all I'm saying. Because I'm gonna talk my shit. Shay's gonna talk his shit, but Ryan gonna talk that shit with me. You know what I'm saying? We shitting all over them Knicks, baby, huh?
Bro, we got the best defense in the league, bro. You're gonna have problems.
You're gonna have problems, fam. You acting like my defense didn't just make it all the way to the damn NBA finals, fam. I'm sorry. Said what? You know what I'm saying?
It took y'all a little second to catch on, though. Don't let that happen in the playoffs.
Nothing took us a little second to catch on. COVID hit our damn team. That's the only thing that
it still took y'all a second to catch on.
The only thing that was catching on was us contracting COVID. That's the only thing that took us some time. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously both of our teams are playing well right now. both of our teams in the last 10 games are 7-3. You know
what
what
I
I'm
want to
saying?
see is Julius Randle versus Bam. That's what I want to see.
Bro,
That's what I want to see.
I'm telling
That's
you,
gonna be a
that's
game,
gonna be
boy.
one, if we end up going against each other in that first round, that's gonna be the story of the first round.
Yes, bro. They're
It's
gonna be battling, bro. Battling.
Yes, and I'm here for that shit. I'm here for that
Yes,
shit.
I'm here for that all day. I'm like, I won this round. What's up, bro?
But
You
who y'all
won
got?
it. No, what? It's
Well,
gonna
who
be
y'all
going
got?
back.
Who y'all got that's gonna handle Jimmy Butler?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I mean, all I know is I want to see now that we have talked this into existence, we need that series. All right.
Who gonna stop? Who gonna start? Who gonna stop my 6-man D Rose?
Who gonna stop Tyler Hero? Who gonna stop Duncan Robinson?
Oh, we can stop Duncan. You just gotta stay in his face.
Yeah, you stay in his face all you want to. Man, drain a three.
But man,
right
let me get to my topic real quick, man. Let me get to my side, bro. Okay. So what strikes to me about this list is I kind of remember a couple of pods ago when we were talking about before the season even started, what team was going to be at the top. And your boy said the Nets. They are not number one. I'm surprised they're not number one, but I thought KD was going to be there. If KD had been there the entire time, well, they're coming for number one.
Yeah, I mean
they're coming. They're
behind.
Yeah, they're coming for number one. So, and their defense has gotten better. They're like number 15 right now in defense. If they can keep getting better, like, wow. The Knick boys really strike out to me. The Heat boys really strike out to me because that's $10 that P owes. If that if that continues.
Yeah, homies. Just so y'all know, this man PJ ain't paid shit yet. I'm just letting y'all know that right now.
See, the way my checking and my savings worth, I got a check in the savings. It takes 3 business days.
We could go back into the pod. These niggas got shit deducted because they owe me shit too. They just don't be remembering from these past.
I don't owe you.
I'm gonna send y'all episodes.
What bet I lost?
I'm gonna watch it on the. I'm gonna do y'all one better. I'm gonna watch it on the iPhone, and I'm gonna screen record the whole segment and send you the clip.
Okay, bro, I want to see that.
That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, here go another thing that strike out to me about this right here. The Hornets at 8. Your boy was trying to tell your boy Peach about this boy LaMelo, bro. Come on, bro.
I mean, you saying that while they're also 2 games under 500, but I hear what you're saying.
Hey, they number 8.
I wasn't hating on LaMelo at no point.
Bro, you said he had to prove it and all this stuff, bro. And I was trying to tell you that what he was doing in Australia is like it's going to be easily translatable to the NBA. You was giving me flack. I guess I got to go back and I'll show you.
Saying
okay,
that he had to prove it. Saying that he had to prove it ain't hating.
I was telling you he was a done data, bro.
I play him in fantasy, so I know I ain't hating on LaMelo.
Okay, I'm just saying. I tried to tell you he was a done data. The boy's going past expectations. I think it's only him, Luka, him, Luka, and LeBron is the only ones to average 20 points, like 7 rebounds and 7 assists or something like that, being a teenager. So ever since he's come to the starting lineup, the Hornets have kind of like turned around. So him and Terry Rose, Scary Terry's is like definitely balling. The Bulls, I think is going to come for a spot because it's going to be hard to keep Zach LaVine out this year. I think Zach LaVine is going to pull them. I'm counting on Zach LaVine to pull them up. So episode 38, I'm marking it. Zach LaVine pulling the Bulls up to the East, to the eighth spot.
I'm not going to dive too much more into this here, but what I will say is Jason Tatum had a crucial OT clutch moment, and I'm just placing that right here. I'm not. We ain't got to speak on it. I'm just.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm just saying.
It's okay. I'm just saying. I just want to see that in the playoffs. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, it's not playoffs right now. So
I'm just saying, once we see it in the playoffs, I shut my mouth. You won't hear nothing else. No blasphemy about Jason Tatum.
I don't say damn disrespect, but
Still a top 5.
Yo, so let's move over. I said I wasn't talking too much about this, and I'm not going to do it. But let's slide over to the music, man, because I had a little something come to mind over the weekend, and I wanted to bring it to the pod. So, what hip hop artists are you surprised that had the fall off? Like, obviously, that's gonna happen in music. People ain't gonna be relevant forever. I get that, but I personally had 3 names, and I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold on to my list because I want to hear what y'all got to say. So Shades, let's go to Shades first on this one. Shades, surprising artist that fell off out of nowhere.
Wale though. I'm disappointed. Just because I think he's a poet. He's so gifted, you know what I mean?
Gifted.
He's definitely gifted, and I kind of think that he let the industry take him down a path that they put him in a box. Like he was just making like love singles and stuff like that. Wale's a spitter, bro. Like Wale should have been dropping mixtapes and projects. In my opinion, he does have fire. He does have heat. You know what I'm saying? But like when I think of Wale and when how he first came out and everything like that, like that last project he put out, and remember that song?
I thought he did it for the money.
Yeah, but remember that song "Free Lunch" with J. Cole?
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about, bro. He should be able to make that stuff like that in a bag, like Wale, bro. Like you'll be considered one of the greats of all time if you just bro, like 5 or 6 projects, bro. Even if they got to be mixtapes, bro. Like just, you know what I'm saying? Just go in your boom bap bag or whatever, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. He's more than a box of Pretty Young Thing, that song he made or whatever. Like the last one, like, bro, you better than that to me. You better than that to me, dog.
Okay.
I think he know that though. I think that's just for the money, because yo, at the end of the day, if you not certain people, that mixtape game and shit don't make you money. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be Jadakiss. You're gonna be those kind of dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like all the respect for your lyricism and stuff, but no bread. I think he made more money going like R&B-ish.
That's not true. That's not true, bro. That's not true about if you put out art like that and you put out mixtapes like that. Wayne showed us the blueprint. Everybody is taking that blueprint, and the mixtape game is different now. You get a cult following. You may not get like the videos and the publicity, but your shows, you're gonna have shows worldwide. That's why we don't really see like currency. Currency is not that big or whatever in as far as the mainstream media or whatever like that. But he got a cult following. His shows are sold out wherever he goes. He can go around the world. Freddie Gibbs.
Wale got that too, though.
Yeah, he does. But look at the catalog is what I'm saying. The integrity of the catalog, you can never compare him to Jay-Z.
But if you see a Wale show, that's not what he doing at his shows. He's still doing the throwback old Wale shit.
I feel you, but he can make that now.
So, but
you can make that version now.
This is the thing, and I to an extent I agree with what you're saying. But for Wale, I mean, he literally just came out with a project entitled "Imperfect Storm" last year. It was just a little mixtape of Lucy's. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I mean, he could still get in that bag. And honestly, I think we have to stop saying that the industry drove him there, because one, he's been on multiple labels and he's still giving us the same stuff, which means that that's just the music that he wants to make. So me personally, I just think that he's just in, as much as we don't gravitate towards the women singles that he dropped, the ladies, the tracks he be making for the ladies that he drops, like I feel like that's what he wants to do at this point. And he still finds a way to still spit within it, but at the same time, I understand what you're saying. He ain't giving us that that he ain't giving us exactly what we're looking
What
for.
we want.
And, right. And
It's not just necessarily what it's to me, it's not just necessarily what I want. It's your talent level, and you can only judge somebody based on their catalog. To me, Wale has the talent level to be able to be up there with Kendrick and J. Cole. I can't do that right now.
understandable.
Like you can't do that right now. That's all I'm saying.
But this is where artistry is artistry, because certain people, they will not let anybody dictate how they perform their art and how they do their art, and that's just where he's at, man. You know.
No, and I feel that, bro. But my thing is, I can understand if Wale didn't come into if he came into the game making that type of music. It wasn't like that type of music when he was first coming in and when he was by himself and independent and all that stuff. He was doing what I'm talking about. So what I'm saying is,
But why can't he adjust how he like what? Yeah, I'm in the game now, but I want to do something different, and I think that's where he's at currently. Yeah, you know what I mean?
there is nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, as a fan or somebody that sees somebody with a certain level of talent, if you see them only putting themselves in a box, I'm not saying don't do that music. That's not what I'm saying.
No, I get it. I get what
But what I'm saying is show all your talent so that when people look back at your legacy and your catalog, because if it's just about money, then okay. But Wale seems like a deeper person that cares about more than money. He cares about his legacy. He cares about what his catalog. He wants to be in those conversations with J. Cole and whatever, because he's on the same song with J. Cole and he's holding his own.
Yeah.
You know, he has one of the dopest verses on it. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying.
And I think what we're running into is that we are wanting more for him than he's wanting for himself. And sometimes that's just how it has to be, you know. Like sometimes that's just,
and that's why that's why I'm disappointed. That's why I think he fell off.
I get it. Peach, who is your artist?
That was the only one, Shane?
Yeah, you said one.
No, he said three. He said he had three.
I said I had a list of three. But you know, if you only want to give one, that's also
true.
fine.
I mean, what's his name? Fetty Wap.
Yeah, Fetty fell all the way the fuck off. Like it made no sense on that one too. But who you got, Peach?
Damn, I had it and I just lost it that quick. Go ahead.
Okay. So while Peach thinks about who he had.
Wait, I don't want you to say mine. Hold up. I had this. I just lost train of thought thinking about Wale.
Well, while you still thinking about it, we gotta keep pressing forward, brother. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give off one, and hopefully you remember yours after I give this one off. The first one I got on my list is The Game. Wasn't anticipating Game dropping off like the way
I know who it is now.
I understand why. I understand how it happened. I just don't. I didn't.
How did it happen? I don't understand.
I mean, really, granted, yeah, he had a little bit of a relevancy once he got out of G Unit, but then like really after the G Unit thing, after he was able to pop off on G Unit, I didn't feel like he really made any extra steps on creating that avenue or lane for himself to the point that that I don't have him on my list, me personally.
I kind of disagree with that wholeheartedly.
I do too, but not from a music standpoint.
He made his best project standpoint.
Yeah, but I feel like he went more into.
You can make your best projects, but if ain't nobody really fucking listening to it, like.
What do you mean? What One Blood? That was the national. Bro,
okay, you gave me a Lucy. Go ahead, continue.
On the Doctor's Advocate song, like everybody was making a song. I forgot the name of the song. I have to go and check the tracks, but
okay. But I'm not talking about singles. I'm talking about putting out bodies of work and literally.
Bro, nah, you sleeping on the boy.
I'm not sleeping on Game. I just said that I understand that he still puts out music. I understand that he can still have good albums, but at the same time, he's not where he should be. Am I wrong or am I right?
I think he fell off on focus on music because after he left Unit, with Black Wall Street and different stuff like that. He got into a lot of like helping communities and
Yep.
talking to people type shit. And if you pay attention to his like social media stuff that be out, he always be like in the news, and you know what I'm saying? He was like when Nipsey died, he was a big spreader of like different messages. Like every time something happened, you know, he always talking, and you know what I'm saying? So I felt like he went into more of a helping the community standpoint. But he still do release music, like you said.
He releases music, but is the game where he should be musically? Because if you can agree with me where he's not where he should be, then yes, he fell off. Because he was.
No. I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing that the game fell off.
I said I agree with you from a music standpoint. That's what I said.
I'm not disagreeing that the game fell off. I was disagreeing with the point that you made that like ever since he like left G Unit, like he hasn't made relevant music. But the best music.
I also didn't say that. I didn't say I didn't say that he didn't make relevant music. What I said was ever since he left G Unit, he didn't really take the next steps to put himself in place where he should be. And honestly, he has not. Yes, you can make music and still not be where you should be in music. Like Game had number one hits since G Unit outside of a couple of Lucy's. When has he approached that level again? He hasn't. That's a fall off. That's all I'm saying. Remaking the list, like you.
I'm thinking more of like I kind of feel like after he left G Unit, he definitely was one of the top artists for a couple of years, and then he fell off. Like from what I'm getting from you is that like he left G Unit and he never got to a certain level. Like Game was one of the top people in the game representing the West Coast for a minute.
I understand that, but did he fall off? Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
So Peach, you had your person. You had your person of
Ja Rule.
I can understand that. We know why he fell the fuck off.
I was right, but like I was so shocked that literally knocked him out of music, basically. Like,
why do y'all think he fell off?
50 ended that man's fucking career.
I don't think it was 50.
Yo, 50 fucked up the media's view on him. People didn't fuck with him after that shit, bro. Like, I literally didn't fuck with him.
I mean, I kind of feel that, but I mean, they basically got like assassinated by the feds.
Nah, but his music was so popular that I didn't think that could kill his music. You know what I'm saying? Like he was the hitting this nigga at one point. Like if Ja Rule was on your shit wasn't hitting.
He was a cheat code to getting the top hit. Like but honestly, what the funniest part about the 50 Ja thing, this nigga 50 came out talking about, boy, you be singing on these hooks and all this stuff. Killed his ass, everybody roasted his ass, and then 50 started dropping them singing hooks.
And 50 be singing like a motherfucker.
He bodied your ass and came out and did your shit and actually was successful off that shit. That is fucking hilarious to me, bro.
50 Cent, a businessman to the fullest.
I'll give my last two. My last two I had on this one.
Yep.
Cameron, surprise Cam kind of fell off. And then also bias one here. Surprised Joe Budden fell off. Like my man came with the hit. Obviously, there was some issues with his label, stuff like that. Granted, yes, I listen to everything that Budden has ever released, but I understand that most people still call him. You mean Pump It Up? That's the only thing he's known for, which is crazy to me because like. Honestly, to me, that was one of the most trash songs he's made out of all of the songs that he's made, even though Pump It Up is a good song. But yeah, that's my list. Game, Cameron, and Budden. You feel me?
I'll say Ace Hood.
Yeah. Every time I think of Ace Hood, I instantly go back to Jody Breeze, and like
Jody Breeze too. But I know why Jody ain't pop off because he don't want to sign to no labels. He was ghostwriter.
Yeah,
and he too real. He too real for that, bro. He ain't playing around with people like that. Like all the industry politics and fake stuff. Like he see through all that. Like I'd rather ghostwrite and give me my money and give me my mailbox money. Don't nobody know what I'm doing. I ain't in front of the cameras. None of that. You know what I'm saying? That's why Currency rocked the way that he rocked. Because he don't want all that fake industry plant stuff around him. Like
Yep. Indeed. Yo, last thing we gonna hit on music on this pod as we hit practically 2 hours. What's up? What's up with y'all? We giving y'all that content this week. You know what I'm saying? Huh? But who is y'all's top 5 West Coast artists of all time?
I got Too Short at 5.
Mm-hmm.
I got Ice Cube at 4.
Mm-hmm.
I got Tupac at 3.
Mm-hmm.
I got E40 at 2. And I got Snoop Dogg at 1.
He gonna make me do it to him, dog. Man,
I got.
I'm sorry.
My
What
bad.
was that
I
list
know that
again,
was the
Shades?
lead up.
What was that list again, Shades?
It was. He said
Too Short at 5.
Mm-hmm.
Ice Cube at 4.
Mm-hmm.
Tupac at 3.
Mm-hmm.
E40 at 2.
Mm-hmm.
And Snoop Dogg at 1.
I'm not gonna do it to you too much this week. I disagree with one thing. I only disagree with one thing, but that's okay. We ain't
You know
gonna
what?
go.
You know what? I need to drop. I need to plug in and I need to get the drops too because that's my list. That's my list.
I need to be
That's
able
my
to
list.
shoot.
I
Back,
need to be
nigga.
able to shoot some stuff too. I'm about to get my drop. I got the app on my phone. I got a mixer now. Yeah, I'm about to plug in too because that's disrespectful.
No.
Disrespect.
Tell
I only disagree with one thing. But go ahead.
Which one you disagree with?
Go ahead, Peach.
No, which one you disagree with?
We talk about it. Go ahead, Peach.
Okay.
All right, so let me make sure my order is correct. All right, so at 5,
Mm-hmm.
I got E40.
Mm-hmm.
That was fine.
At 4, I got. Oh damn, I fucked up. I don't got E40 at 5. He fell out of the list when I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so at 5, I got Kendrick. Right.
Mm-hmm.
At 4, I got Westside Boogie.
Mm.
At 3, I got Pac. At 2, I got Snoop. At 1, I got Nip.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm gonna give y'all my list. Chase, be real. I don't really hate your list. There was just one name that wasn't on there that kind of threw me for a loop. But I'm gonna go with my 5. At 5, I got Too Short. At 4, I got Kendrick. At 3, I got Nip. At 2, I got Snoop. At 1, I got Pac.
I completely forgot about my boy.
I know.
Too Short is out.
But I also, when y'all talked about this, I realized
Too Short is out.
When y'all talked about this, I realized how much West Coast niggas I do like though. Because my list, I could make like 10 to 12.
Oh, there's a lot of
Corrupt, Nate Dogg, Warren G.
Warren G was on
Exhibit.
my list.
I listen to a lot of Cali vibe shit. But Boogie, my nigga, like Boogie, I can't. Drop me something, bro. Like if you listening, homie,
Please
drop me some music, bro. Because damn it, if I can just put on the Boogie album and let it play.
Not Ace, not Ace
like
Boogie.
I don't know,
but
not Ace Boogie.
No, I'm talking about Boogie.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. He changed it to West Side Boogie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I thought he was from Michigan. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's West Side Boogie right there. You know.
Okay. Makes sense.
Boogie is that dude, man.
Now that video makes sense. That video he had where it was going backwards.
Yeah, because
that's Cali.
Exactly.
That's Cali.
Cali. Boogie, man, he makes some music that man it is. He makes music for like when you in specific situations. That shit will speak to your soul, bro. What you mean?
What was that song? I don't.
I don't. I can't lie. I'm detached. I need
I need
guidance.
guidance.
Hey.
That nigga. Yeah, his shit be
Silent
vibing.
ride home. Hey,
Silent ride. Oh,
Yo,
silent ride.
yo.
I got all these voices in my
In my
head.
head, like,
Mm. Yeah. I ain't even gonna guess like how
all
much
these
pussy
bitches
I
in my
be
bed.
when you be riding.
Bro, like Shades, that was the only reason I shot your list up though. I was like, oh, you just gonna forget Nip?
Bro,
Yeah. Rip
bro.
Nip.
Nip, hey, Nip at number 1. So
Nip.
too short. I gotta slide down.
Like I felt disrespect. I felt like I was disrespecting him by putting him at 3, even though the 2 ahead of him. I mean, like
I just
let's
put
Nah,
it
be
in my
Nip.
order of the favorite, like,
Nah, it was Nip
no
and Currency.
disrespect to
It was Nip
Pac.
and Currency that got me through college, bro.
yeah, understood.
No
Completely
disrespect to
understood.
Pac. But I can't bump Pac all day.
Right.
You know what
I
I'm
can
saying?
understand that.
Like
I can
I
understand
could
that.
bump Snoop, you know what I'm saying? I could bump Nip, I could bump certain like I bump Pop for a little bit and then I'd be like, all right, that's enough Pop for me.
Mm-hmm.
I
Like
can,
I feel
I
like
can pop a little E40. Ooh.
ooh. No, I
Ooh.
feel
I like
I
that
feel
vibe sometimes, like Party Mode Peach.
well, you
Tell
know,
me when to go.
look, I ain't got no dreads.
Dumb,
Jesus
dumb.
Christ said dreads, so shake 'em.
Shake 'em.
I ain't got none, but I'm
I
planning
plan
on
on
growing
growing
some.
some.
Imagine all the Hebrews.
That's why, cause he's funny as shit.
Yeah, bro. His inflections on a beat kills me, dog.
Wait, is
Yeah, your boy.
Twister West Coast too?
Nah,
Nah,
Chicago.
Chicago.
Okay, cool.
Trust me, if Twist was from the West,
We got to
Twist
do a
would-
Midwest list.
we do got to do a Midwest list.
Ooh.
Nelly? Nelly
Good.
on my list for sure.
Yeah,
Oh.
Nelly on the Midwest.
Oh,
Yo, at that time of my life, bro, Nelly was my nigga. Like that nigga music was like, I am number
number
one.
1.
2 is not a winner,
2
and
is
3
not a
nobody
winner.
remembers.
Nobody remember. Like
Hey.
the flow to his and the way they
What
talk.
does
I
it
never
take to
heard that
be
accent
number
like that. You
one?
know, my New York accent. I was like,
I can
that
imagine
shit
New
funny.
Yorkers trying to spit some Nelly shit. Yo.
Oh, did I tell y'all when I drove to Colorado, I stopped in St. Louis looking for Leaf, and somebody in the store talked just like King, like all them niggas, like, oh, see right there. I was like, wait, niggas really sound like that. That shit had me so dead, and it was just random. Like, I was like, yo, I was dying, son. I was like, oh, that's real.
Yeah, over her.
That's fucking hilarious. Yo, y'all boys got any shout outs before we get up out of here, man?
Yeah, man. I want to give a shout out to our president. You know, I don't agree with everything that happens, but I came over a story where it's like a little ceremony when they come into the White House. You know, maybe take a couple of days. Normally, they will greet the grounds people and greet the White House staff. And they said that the staff members, like CNN or whoever it was, interviewed the workers at the White House, and they've been through generations of presidencies and different campaigns, and they said it's night and day compared between Trump and Biden and Dr. Trump or Dr. Biden. I'm sorry, his wife. They they went and greeted each one of the groundspeople within minutes of getting there. So as soon as they got there, they greeted everybody and shook hands with everybody on the grounds. And a couple of the people cried. A couple of the groundspeople and a couple of the workers there cried, and they said they never experienced that under any presidency before, and it meant the most, and it meant the world to them. And they said they treat them with the utmost respect and everything like that, and it's an honor to to work underneath this presidency. So shout out to the Biden family.
Indeed. Beach, what you got on me?
Well, shout out to the homies. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my boy Ryan. Not
Ryan
much.
the Don.
Shout out to family and friends as always. Keep them close, but not too close. 6 feet away. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, have a good week. Hope y'all boys be safe and stay up.
You heard?
And I'm gonna give a random shout out, but I'm gonna give a shout out to Albert Pujols for out here fleecing the Angels. A story came out and the man was lying about his age when he signed his $240 million contract, so you can make sure he can get a little bit extra paper. Hey man, these companies and stuff fleece us all the time. Nice to see an upstanding man of the community fleece their ass real quick.
That's
You know
my
what I'm
favorite
saying?
baseball
Huh?
player of all time. By the way,
Pujols, because that man pull holes. You know what I'm saying?
my favorite baseball player of all time.
Man, well, shit, man. If we ain't got nothing else, man, spin your boys, man. Y'all know the fucking vibes.
You rocking with the realest, huh?